Everywhere is on fire. You all know when I say everywhere is on fire, yeah, it is really, really, really on fire. What am I talking about? It is still on justice for MOHBAD. So some certain strange occurrence happening, things that have been going on the ground, has been going on the ground, going on for a long time on justice for MOHBAD. Certain persons that certain people believed in, and they thought these people are into justice for MOHBAD. There is this one man, it's called Mr. Pierce, domiciled in the United Kingdom. This man, from what we heard, they said he's on a kind of, I don't know, maybe he was paid for the damages to certain parts of his mouth. We heard that he was shot there. This guy is called Mr. Pierce. Is it that the government paid him, or the people who harmed him paid him? He's on benefit in the UK, meaning it does not work. How is this guy able to have access to money? You might be wondering, what is this thing about? How does this connect to justice for MOHBAD? What is this? Well, this guy has been bankrolling justice for MOHBAD on two sides. Sustaining Wunmi with money, and also, there was a time he said he sustained Mohbad's father, sustain all that he knows that is connected to justice for MOHBAD. He will come to their DM, speak to them, give them money. More like he's mobilizing to get justice for MOHBAD and also Wunmi. So when we wonder to what end, obviously when you see such gameplay, you should know that there is more to what the eyes can see. So people started asking, where is this money coming from? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this mystery is about to be demystified. Now, there is a guy called Goresi. You probably must have seen this guy if you've watched Brekete on this platform. There is this man who people have called or tagged the only man standing. He goes everywhere with Mohbad's father on this journey of justice. But all of a sudden, with some other people that you will be shocked, all of these people, they have made a lot of money. When I say a lot of money on this justice, they have been paid. They have been collecting money. Now, what is this money for? Is this money for buying information from them? Is that why we are not getting justice? Is that why everything is all riddled up? Information will be sold here and there. Whatever is discussed with Mohbad's father's legal team will be sold to opposition Wunmi. What is going on? What is going on, you might want to ask? Well, don't you think it is fair for us to open the table? Let us open the table. Let's open it up. Let everyone come and dine and eat. Let's see what is there to eat. Still on Justice for MOHBAD. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers, those that have been here, say a big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, dollar sign in the middle of it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pocket.
2.5 million. But that nobody don't let up on receipt me pé mo gba 2.5 million. Ẹni tó bá dé béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ ló fẹ́ di ẹ gbọ́.
Need the ẹ̀jí kọ̀ọ̀kan, need the one náà ti gbowó ti kó ńbẹ̀.
Èmi ò tó bá tẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ní mi ò gbowó kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ believe pé mi ò gbowó bọ̀dà láti. So ẹni tó ń pè mí lólè, wọ́n máa pè mí lólè. Ẹni tó ń ṣépè fún mi, wọ́n máa ṣépè fún mi. Tẹ́pẹ̀ bá jẹ́ tèmi, Olúwakẹ́mi ó máa mú mi. Rẹ́dí àti gbọ́ mi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n dìbò dára tí ẹni tó bá ṣe aburú nínú justice aburú máa bọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀dá tó bá ń gbowó ẹ̀yìn lórí pé kí justice bá.
Ẹja bọ́lẹ̀ máa bẹ́ ẹja o, o ti gba 2.5 million. So ìwọ tẹ̀dẹ̀ nígbà tí mo sọ pé abájọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe wá sórí platform yìí mọ́, ṣé mo jẹ̀bi àbí mo jàre, ṣé mo rí sọ àbí mi rí sọ, wípé abájọ mo sọ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ mo tún sọ ló jẹ́ pé abájọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi wá sórí platform ń bímọ lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ti gbowó ẹ wá jà wá sí free káwọn wèrè máa gbó lọ kọ́ máa gbó lọ àwa wá ń gbó àwa ń ké and dragi abájọlẹ̀ ṣe wá síbí báyìí mọ́ èmi náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ṣe ti rí nǹkan tí mo sọ mo ní tẹ́ bá ti rí wọn bẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ bá ti ń gbowó yẹn báyìí ibẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ iris ní headquarter ibẹ̀ náà máa ń lọ. Ibẹ̀ wọ́n máa bú bàbá ni wọ́n máa tọ́lá tí ń bú bàbá báyìí wọ́n máa support wọ́n inú wọn máa dùn ṣé tí nǹkan tí mo sọ.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ jẹ́ kí n sáré sọ eléyìí.
Board protection tó bá wà ní comment section send the request.
Ṣẹ́rí Mo believe.
Anybody can never define anybody can never say the word bitch what to by.
Mo believe wípé gbogbo eléyìí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí gbogbo eléyìí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pátápátá yìí wọ́n ní Mohbad ń fún yín kẹ́ tètè lọ jáwọ́ nínú gbogbo rádaràdà tẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ dáríjì mi o ọmọ kékeré mo jẹ́ sí yín o ẹ jẹ́ kí n sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní Mohbad ń fún yín kẹ́ tètè lọ jáwọ́ ṣẹ́rí tí Mohbad tẹ́ bá jáwọ́ tí Mohbad bá bẹ̀rẹ̀.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n play voice note ẹ jẹ́ kí n play nǹkan tó sọ ẹ jẹ́ n play voice note yẹn ẹ jẹ́ n play.
Ká lè gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ dáadáa.
All right. Han.
Yes, sir. Okay. As I was saying, so Uncle Lati, let me repeat it again for people who didn't hear. Uncle Lati, please also caution your comment section. I'm not very nice. I don't want any stupid insults.
Onile.
Yes, sir. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run o ẹ má ìdára yín ní comment section yẹn kò ṣe pé gbà yẹn lè máa blọọkù lẹ ní nǹkan kan gbọ́ o ṣe ti gbọ́ o.
tó bá ní mo wá bá mi pé wọ́n blọọkù ẹ fọ̀ yánrin nìyẹn.
Kò ń ṣe dandan kẹ́ type anything ní moment yìí o. Just calm down kò ń ṣe dandan kẹ́ type anything báyìí o. Gbà yẹn lè máa ní wọ́n blọọkù o please o.
tó bá lọ blọọkù ẹ wọ́n blọọkù ẹ fọ̀ yánrin nìyẹn. O ò rí mi wò mọ́ nìyẹn. O kó ònú ayé mi nìyẹn. So Han, over to you.
Okay, so let me start first from just to talk about the Prime Boy. Prime Boy, you mentioned Anne being on a group. I'm sure you're talking about the 1 million that I raised for you, okay? I don't have any other group I belong to, and if I'm not saying the truth, please clarify. That's number one. Now, number two, Uncle Lati, back to the story. So the first things first, as I said, before this time, there was no group funding. There was nothing like that. I don't have the exact time in my head, but if I can take it back, and please, for any other person who has facts, like any other person on the platform, please clarify for me. It was early this year. I know that it was me, Mr. Muyiwa, Pies, what's the other person now? Okay, yes, Barrister Dumosu. I don't remember the other person. We used to just sit down, brainstorm, and this was over the embalments or something that had to do with, the Darosha bit. Uncle Lati, truth, right? This guy used to pay for lots of things. And I think it got to the point where Baba Mohbad's brother, Uncle Muyiwa. So let's call him that, because there are two Muyiwas, but let's call that one Uncle Muyiwa and this one PS, because that's how I know him. Literally said to him on the call and said, name your price. What is your price so that you will leave this justice? And when he said that, obviously Mr. Pierce got upset. Long story called short, that's how funding from his pockets, if you want to say, stopped. That's how it stopped. And, GoFundMe came up and the public were contributing to the funds. Communication with PS ended there. There was no okay, you are talking for Baba Mohbad and I have you at my corner or any of that. No. If Mr. Dumosu, he never comes on a platform as a legal person, he wouldn't. But if he was here, he would say that. And anybody who was on that call would say that. All right? And everything I'm saying today, Mr. Muyiwa, Daddy Mohbad is aware. There's 0% lie in what I'm saying. You're going to see it.
All right.
That's that. So let me mute for now. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question, Anasuko.
Again, play.
Hold on,
voice notes. Let me.
Coffee play.
Mumbo. Again, Mumbo.
Hello. Hello.
So this Mama Kemkas. So I suspected some foul play when this thing came out on Monday. The Vanguard news came out on Monday. I suspected some foul play. So right now, the Attorney General, the DPP, they even want to close. Ó pè mí
mi ní nà ń open ni mo ṣe gbà nígbà tí wọ́n rà mí mi ò rówó ṣe business èèyàn tó náà ní ní ìsìn tó wá kó 2.5 million lémi lọ́wọ́ ẹjọ́ mà.
mo pọ̀ sí wọn ní nà ó ti eyín àti rí nǹkan mo kàn pọ̀ sí wọn ni ẹ ló mọ mi kọfí bóyá ti kó ní fóònù ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
mọ́mí ọ̀ wọ́n pọ́jú táwọn èèyàn bá ti ń dé tó bá ti ń rajà yẹn lẹ́lẹ́dà mi láì ti ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ ẹlẹ́dà mi tí lẹ́lẹ́dà mi bá ti ń dùn báyìí á máa súre fẹ́ni yẹn ni ìwọ tó wà nílé lórí tó wá fún ẹ nílé tó náṣọ lára tó wá daṣọ fún ẹ tó wá pẹ́ni tó wí ká tó fún ẹ
Father Christmas
wá ní o fẹ́ gé jẹ nítorí pé wọ́n ti fọ̀nà kan wọ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ló lówó lọ́wọ́ tó. ẹni tó ń pín owó kiri chat tó fi jókòó ní ìjẹta
bọ́dà láti comment section yín ẹ control ẹ o ẹ control comment section yín o.
àmì ìlè control comment section sí i.
fact night láwa o alẹ́ òtítọ́ láwa o alẹ́ òtítọ́ ni o.
mi ò ní any consequence tí mo lè dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ comment section mi ò lè máa lé panelist kí n máa lé comment section mi ò lọ sí school.
kò sí wàhálà.
mi ò lọ sí
school. sẹ́ni lè ṣe à ń ṣe eléyìí ta lè ṣe à ń ṣe so àwọn ọba tó bá
ẹni tó bá fẹ́ bá comment jà kó kébùrú kó lọ jà lórí platform ẹ̀ kó má bá comment jà ń bì báyìí kó mú wọn wá ti kọ orúkọ wọn
kò sí wàhálà ẹ má wọrí
orúkọ wọn ẹyin tó bá ti bú inú wọn ẹ kọ sílẹ̀ so kẹ lọ bá ẹ lọ drag wọn bí tó bá ti yẹ kẹ drag.
ẹjọ́ nítorí ọ̀nà question kan ni mo fẹ́ béèrè ṣé PS tó ń pín owó kiri tó lọ ń fún yàn 2.5 million ẹjọ́ iṣẹ́ wo ni Kemcard ṣe ṣó ti yé yín mi ò sọ pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ nu justice for Mohbad o mi ò ní kò contribute o ẹjọ́ ibo ni bọ̀bọ̀ ìtìrí owó tó lọ ń pín káàkiri ṣé bàbá Mohbad ló ní kán lọ máa fúnyàn lówó ni.
irọ́ ni wọ́n rí pé
èmi dẹ̀ wá ń bí mò ń pariwo mò ń ranjú.
wọ́n rí pé ọmọ Kòòdú gangan ni Kemcard ó represent Kòòdú wọ́n ti gbọ́ voice ẹ̀ wọ́n ti rí activities ẹ̀ lórí platform yìí náà ṣe get ẹ̀.
I think if I'm not making a mistake, I think Mr. Gracie actually introduced him to me. Who is this person? And then he came up with that, he wants justice. He has been listening to Mohbad music. Just like every other person, we come up and sympathetic with the cause from the beginning. And then I'm this kind of person that when you come like that, I will listen to you. I will not tell you not to. So along the line, I think the second time will be the meeting we had that Madam ßETRAYAL made mention. I think I was there. Madam ßETRAYAL was there. Mr. Pierce was also there. Madam Yewande was also there. I think we are like maybe 6 or 8 in that meeting. And then that was when the issue of DNA coming. We were trying to fashion a way of how to tackle the issue of DNA. And then the man came up and said, Madam Yewande, that Madam Yewande should go and write, he should write a report that whenever he write that report, he should submit it to maybe that's Barrister Odumosun then. So, and then whatever is going to, that whatever Madam Yewande will take, he is ready to give to Madam Yewande. So that was the meet. I think that was even the beginning, and then the beginning of him coming to said, okay, maybe he wanted to give money out. So since then, I don't know what he has in mind, and then I don't know, maybe I don't know the kind of person he is. I've never seen him. And then that day, I think we also even had quarreling, because I think he was trying to tell me he wanted to know my age anyway, because I queried him because of certain thing he was saying, and then he wanted to know my age. He wanted to know.
Sorry to correct you. It was embalmment, not DNA.
Oh, sorry. And then they will say, okay, maybe he's spending money to people, this and that. I will now say, where is the guy seeing money? Where is he seeing money? Because and then one of the thing that actually made me give him a fellowship and was one. He told me, and then he told us, not only me, but at least on that day, that he has a brother who happened to be a DIG or something like that is going to help us on the issue of the embalmment. And then I said, whoa, fine, because since the police has been fucking up, at least that would be a good avenue for us to pursue the issue of the DNA. So, but it was along the line when we have already started, I now realize that, oh, this guy told us in the meeting that, okay, he has a DIG, he has a brother that is a police officer. Now that Baba is facing the issue of this issue of DNA, that, okay, the DNA should have gone to court when the Darosa, MOHBAD, and then Adura is saying that, okay, Baba is the one that gave them the go ahead to embalm MOHBAD. That was where I started thinking that if truly this guy, his brother is the one DIG, at least he will have used his influence to, when Baba is saying, okay, they should take the case to court. They should take the case to court. Now, the police did not want that case to go to court, because initially, I think Mr. Pierce himself see that we are at that point in time about to take an action on embalmment, because embalmment should have been one avenue that would have led us to what happened in that house. Because my belief was that if we're able to track down Darosa will tell us what they are hiding between him and Wumi. But we fought for something, because after the time Mr. Pierce came up and said a dummy to us that he has a brother in police, it's a dummy that is sold to everybody and then to us as a person. Because if we did not buy that idea and then we were able to go to that embalmment case on our own, maybe the embalmment case will have been caught by now. But because they've already entered us, everybody is coming, so we don't know who is who. Now it is at the point where we want that embalmment to go to court. That was when I will start thinking that, oh, we have been fooled from onset. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé tòótọ́ ni Mr. Pierce ló ní ọ̀gá ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó sọ fún ni from the day one ló jẹ́ pé DIG ni. Ìgbà tí bàbá Mohbad sọ pé kán gbé kéèsì yẹn lọ sí court, tí wọ́n sọ pé okay, kéèsì yẹn wà ní DPP, pé àwọn DPP ló máa give advice pé okay, the case should go to the court. The police will have gone ahead to take that case to the courts. But because they want to frustrate that effort, that I pray that in your inner circle, the way, the role everybody play in this cause of justice, God will reward everyone. God will reward everyone. For now, let me just remain silent, and then maybe Madam Anne, we have anything to say.
Okay, so let me quickly say this. When you told him and said, name your price, it's not name your price because we're trying to buy him. No, because some people don't understand the word. Name your price because he was being very, if you want to say, authoritative And Mr. Muiwa, if I'm wrong, say it. So you now said name your price. So you leave this. Okay? Just get that. Let's get that clear. It's not like we're saying name your price to buy him. No. Name your price was like, listen, whatever it is, name your price so you get out. Okay? I just want to get that clear. And please, Mr. Muiwa, you on the call, please confirm that. Yes or no?
Yeah, I think when he was saying something that okay, he has spent so much this and that, I said, call for crying out loud. In the first place, you know the reason why you come for you are in this justice, and then if it is the money you spend on what's it called on environments, you understand? Because you said okay, you have been spending money on environment, this and that. Okay, please, can you let us know how much you have spent? Because what I know is that you only gave people the lawyer whenever they are going to court, they are going to the police station. You only gave them transport fare. So if that is the case, can you please name your price so that at least this issue of this thing we name your price did not mean, I'm not saying okay, name your price so that you are going to shut up or this and that. It is on the what's it called environment.
Oloriabi, let me just make a clarification and appreciate you coming up to shed more light. A lot of questions or concerns were being raised. I introduced that man to this, well, when Baba MOHBAD was being dragged, that petition this, petition that, petition this, petition that, this man reached out to me and said, don't I think we need to petition the Arusha for environment? I said, well, Baba's lawyer will do the needful when he was like pressurizing that we need to move ahead, that I shouldn't worry. He has one DIG and one brother as well, who is assistant commissioner. He gave me the number, he gave me the address. I took my time to go and meet the former assistant commissioner in K2 office. We spoke, we discussed. He gave assurance that the petition should be written and that it was going to be helpful. You see, I did what I did because I never suspected any ulterior motive. And when I met the man is still there. I can take anybody down there. If you're really working for justice, at least you must try as much as possible to give whatever it requires. I thought we could do it through somebody who was ready to help, assistant commissioner. And I told him, I can't do anything. I've seen this man, I've known this man. There is a man who gives authority, and you've been hearing of Mr. Muiwa. If you can talk to him, at least I've met the man, let us initiate a petition. That is good.
Mr. Gracie, kí ló dé tá dúró nǹkan bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ kárí èmi náà along.
Sálàtì kì í ṣe gbogbo kíní náà ni èèyàn lè máa sọ síta bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Tẹ́yìn gba bẹ̀tà lábẹ́lẹ̀ àbí.
Ṣẹ́gbọ́.
Mọ́nì kí ló fi jẹ́ yín lówó, kí lẹ ta fún? Ṣé ẹ ta family house ni?
Irọ́, mo ta airport fún ni.
No, ẹ lówó yín wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ kí lẹ ta fún tówó yín tó ṣe wájọ́ owó yín tó tún jẹ́ yín lówó ni. Ẹ sọ́tọ̀ pẹ̀lú Mohbad.
That's my personal business, not on that. But on justice for Mohbad, mi fi nǹkan kan lù láyé Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. Now, nígbà tí ó dẹ̀ débi environment, I was even the one that challenged him. Nígbà tí Mr. Muiwa, I was on that call nígbà tó raise opera tó ń béèrè pé kí ni age Mr. Muiwa. I was like, what's all this? Kí la fà débi báyìí? Because intentionally, he really wanted to provoke this man. He really wanted, because kò sí nǹkan kan tí Mr. Muiwa sọ tó wá sọ àrùn ọ̀rọ̀ kan. But let's leave that. All I know is that while I was having anything to do with Mr. Pierce, I never knew and I never suspected. Níwájú Ọlọ́run àtèèyàn, I had cut him off my discussion.
Ó yẹ ó dàn bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ ti ń dájọ́ ara yín fúnra yín o. Ẹ ló.
Nǹkan tí mi máa sọ sọ́rọ̀ Mr. Gurexi yẹn. Nǹkan tí mi máa sọ sí ni pé Gurexi wọ́n ṣe owó tó gbà is based on his business, not based on justice for Mohbad. Tó bá yẹ pé justice for Mohbad ni, kí máa yẹn kó send the receipt jáde. Or kó dẹ̀ send the receipt ibi tó jẹ́ pé business lọ fi ń transact, ṣe understand? Èmi ò personally mi lè blame Mr. Gurexi ní side yẹn o.
Yeah.
Because business ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan ṣe wà á bí ti máa lẹ́yìn tí mo fẹ́ bá ṣe business ní Nàìjíríà máa ṣe anybody because I'm a business woman. Of course, eléyìí Mr. Gurexi ò mọ̀ pé ó wà máa
Mr. Lati, I still have my dignity intact. Mi ò mọ̀ náà, mi ò suspect anything. Èmi àti ọ̀dẹ̀jọ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni ṣe báyìí.
Mr. Gurexi máa bá nu wọn.
Lọ́wọ́ wọn àti máà nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run ló bá jọ́jà àárín yẹn.
All right, ẹ ṣe gan. Hello, please.
Mr.
Hold on, Mr. Miwa, hold on. Ẹ wo bí tẹ́ bá Prince tẹ́ bá ti pè é máa mute kí ni tẹ́ bá fi ń gbọ́ wa.
Lọ́dún má bèrè. Ó yà rí àwọn èèyàn wa a máa ń láì láti máa wà defensive. Wọ́n àtó pè wọlé yẹn tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí Mr. Gurexi bá máa yẹn ṣe business. How will you sure pé business lọ ṣe? Mr. Gurexi will say something that will be for him. Don't believe all what Mr. Gurexi is saying. Àti ìṣọmọdé.
Lè sọ pé kínní the same thing Arifa ó ní kò sí nǹkan tí ó ti ṣe tó ń fi sọ wípé anti-justice. Ṣé rí owó yẹn ó ń fún wọn kán lè máa láìkẹ̀ ó ń pave way ẹ̀ as in ó ń da omi síwájú kó bá lè tẹ ilẹ̀ tútù. Ṣé rí ó send message kan sí mi ẹni yẹn náà tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣó ti yẹ ó wá sọ wípé kọ̀ǹfì á máa bú òun wọ́n máa bú òun ò ní lè lọ máa comment sábẹ́ comment section ẹ̀ kó máa jà fóun nǹkan tó ń sanwó fún nìyẹn.
ọrùn bàbá kí Gurexi lọ sinmi.
Ìyẹn náà nìyẹn. Bọ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ plant sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó ń dún bí kinní yìí.
Iye mò ń bẹ̀ yín ní orúkọ Ọlọ́run. I'm begging you for the sake of God and then for the justice we are seeking for.
Ẹ wo bí òtọ́rọ̀ ò lè ní ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́ tó bẹ̀bẹ̀ kankan. Ṣé rí Gurexi àgbàlagbà ni ó yẹ kí n bá wọn sọ kẹ́ni ọ̀rọ̀ ti di gbangba sìn. Gurexi ò ní tìjú number one. Gurexi ò kọ orí platform kan láàkí ń lọ. Wọ́n protect image ara wọn with his own submission. Wọ́n máa gba wọ́n rojọ́ wọ́n tẹ̀ yẹn Gurexi máa tún sọ̀rọ̀ tán wọ́n tún máa wá ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n máa it's time it's time wọ́n tún wọ́rọ̀ lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán Gurexi ò mọ̀ pé orí platform báyìí là kí ń lọ.
Host oníṣẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin gan ń ṣe ju òsì lọ.
Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. Keep right on, right on. No, right on, don't worry, it's allowed. It's allowed.
Mr. Gurexi dákẹ́.
Gurexi mi ò ṣeré o, ẹ rò pé mò ń bá yín ṣeré ni.
Mo ń bọ́ sẹ́
ẹ mọ péjì ọ̀tá, ẹ mọ péjì ọ̀rẹ́.
Kí ló lóun wá ṣe?
Àbí kí lẹ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọkàn dédé ń fún yín lówó ni kí lẹ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Kí ni ó sọ pé òun wá ṣe? Jọ̀ọ́ bá mi dáhùn question yìí. Kí n tó mọ nǹkan tí máa sọ lórí bóyá máa plead for linen. Jọ̀ọ́ dáhùn.
Ẹ ṣe máa dáhùn. Àgbáyán dalẹ̀ Mr. Lati gbogbo àwọn géèmù àbí àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹyẹ yìí ó yé mi jù yẹn lọ ìgboro lèmi náà so gbogbo àwọn géèmù yẹn just put it aside now láti dá yín lóhùn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ béèrè mọ́ mi ńgbà tó wá ó wá níwà justice fighter like every other person mi ò dẹ̀ béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mi ò gba owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ but anything advice tó bá mú wá irú bó ṣe ní kí n lọ bá commissioner I did it from my own even gbogbo bí mo ṣe débẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí mo lọ gbogbo discussion mi àti man nìyẹn was done on my own. Probably òun ṣiṣẹ́ fún yàn kan àbí nǹkan kan be a concerned person like every other person.
Ẹ̀mí pé ó easy láti get yẹn then.
Hold on. Wọ́n ti lè get ẹ̀yin náà. So it's not easy because kò gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ mi.
Kò easy láti get
nǹkan lọ́wọ́ mi. Mr. Lati, let's just leave that.
Lost protection kí lẹ sọ. Lost protection kí lẹ sọ.
Ọkàn yín má gbélébùú o.
Àníṣe kó máa Bọ̀dá Lati, èmi yìí sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín sẹ́. Hold on, God protection.
Ẹni sùúrù ṣé àmọ̀ pé mo máa ń táìpù sí tí màá ní gùrẹ́sì ẹ ṣáà máa rọra torí ẹni tó bá ṣe dáadáa ayé rí eléyìí tí ò dẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa náà ayé rí ṣé mo máa ń sọ àbí mi kì í máa ń sọ ẹ má parọ́ so níbi tí tá a dé ṣé ẹ tún dá mi lóhùn pé ẹ ti gbọ́ bọ̀dà gùrẹ́sì bọ̀dà gùrẹ́sì.
God protection dúdọ̀.
Láti dáhùn. Hold on now.
Chetiri transaction yín.
Mr. Lati.
Mr. Lati. God protection.
The last one. Mo bí ẹ jẹ́ dáhùn question yẹn, mo sì ń bọ̀ lórí yìí ọ̀tẹ̀ fi wọ́n rẹ̀ sí.
Lórí kí ni kí ẹ wá ń lè ṣan kókókó.
Ọ̀dọ̀ náà kí ló dé? Èèyàn máa ń fi oró sọ́tọ̀ ni, bóró yẹn bá fẹ́ jáde not this night.
Ẹ wo transaction yín.
Wà ní wàá pọ̀ orú ẹ̀ jáde tó bá ti yá.
Well. It's a long journey. And we'll get there. Some people might be thinking, what has this got to do with Justice for MOHBAD? It's got a lot to do with Justice for MOHBAD. Why? That is because Justice for MOHBAD is not only spiritual, it is also physical, and more of the physical. Yes, it means that human beings are involved in getting justice for MOHBAD. And the worst of it is if certain persons that are with MOHBAD's father and also present when MOHBAD's father's lawyer are discussing evidence and strategy. And such person gives information, or let us say sell information to a certain person who is domiciled somewhere abroad, and that person uses that information that he got to kind of destroy, like, hey, look, this is what they found. This is what you guys need to do here. This is how you guys need to flow. This is what you guys need to do. This is how you guys need to defend yourselves. You know how tough it will be. It will be so tough. This man called Mr. Pierce seems to be a mystery that a lot of people have not been able to demystify. He was underground for a while, operating, giving money to everybody. He went into Prime Boy's DM, gave Prime Boy money. He's always giving people money. Not until certain persons found a way to discover him. They searched, they passed his number around. Of course, you cannot be a ghost forever. They found him. So he had to show his face. That's where people realize that he has some deformity in his mouth. Like some very hot thing that passed through his mouth. Something serious happened to the mouth of this man. So people are wondering, who is this guy? Where is he getting money from? Now people are looking at him as a man who is disabled, who lives in the UK. Where is he getting money from? It could be that he has money. But to what end? That is the purpose. Where he's getting money from is not even of our concern at the onset. Not until people started thinking, is there someone who is paying this man to do what he's doing? And to what end? Why are they so hell-bent on manipulating the journey of justice for MOHBAD? People have asked and asked and asked. Is it connected to something? Because the truth of the matter is this. Whoever it is that is connected to justice for MOHBAD, MOHBAD's father and all of that, anybody at all, it doesn't take them anything to deal with such persons. It doesn't take them nothing to do with them. So what are they covering? What is this thing? Is there more to what the eyes can see? Is it about hard substance? Because when I looked at it and I took time to kind of evaluate it, I said, let me profile everyone I said, Obelegushi, Wunwon's mother, former police officer. What is this thing? Sam Larry, Naira Marley. What is this thing? Then I went to the beginning of it. I realized that Wunwon had called her mother ahead. Please help me. This and that has happened. Of course, police could have come into that house dressed like that Islamic cleric that Mohbad's father said he saw, to do away with certain things that needs to be done away with in case the case goes in a direction that is not favorable to them. Then two, what is the next action that we all suspect when Mohbad's father went to the police station that he was taken to by Darusha and co? He was unable to get a report. That is two. Next, Mohbad was put under the soil from his father's angle. He had nothing else to do. This is not someone who is connected or who has money to fight. Okay? Then came the accusation. The man put his son under the soil. Certain ignorant people said he put his son under the soil alive. This thing kept on and on. Then BBC went to Mohbad's father, interviewed the man, and prior to that, bloggers had gone to meet the man. The man had said certain things that people misunderstood and certain things people did not want to understand. You know, these are two things. You can misunderstand someone and you intentionally do not want to understand that person. The man said, $500,000 naira has not even passed through my account. I can't say this boy has given me 200,000 naira before. What is this man trying to say? They refuse to listen to that part of it. Like, the man is saying, I don't have money. That is why I had to quickly put him under the soil. And moreover, these people did not even give us documents, papers to put Mohbad in the morgue. The family of this person, they already locked down my boy. The family of Wunwon, they've locked down my boy. So financially, I'm not good. I'm not okay. They said, oh, this man is bad. He's talking about his son. This man is a bad man. Well, how can he be talking? This is what this world has become. This world is very wicked. This world, in fact, if you are doing this blogging thing, you understand deep things about how this world operates. This world is extremely, in fact, God looked at everything that he has created. He looked at man. He looked at women. He said, I regret. What is this? Why? Because we, as human beings, we have something, although it might appear as if there is a kind of a balance, sort of, in a way. We are spirits inside of a body. That is what angels and all of that, even though some of them can materialize, that is what they lack. That is why they need some idol statue to be inside. They need someone's body to possess. Because in the spirit realm, real estate is scarce. Real estate is scarce. So when you look at this journey of Mohbad and everything surrounding it, you realize how bad. That is why we have all these tumbling out. Oh, one person got one person to pay one person money, and that person, he got this one through business, got this other person, the Arifa, who goes to the Inquest every time. They said he's also getting a lot of money sliding to people's DM. I do understand that workshop is where you make ends meet. After all, it is called workshop. Workshop. These guys, some of them don't have a job. Some of them are activists and they make money from it. That's what people don't understand. Activists that make money from whatever. So whatever is trending, they jump on it, put on in their body. They know how to go about getting money. Sliding to people's DM. We need money for petrol to fuel our car. We need money to do this. We need money to do that. Help us as we are helping this. That is the way it has always been. It is not left for you to decide who you want to give or who you don't want to give. I think people should educate themselves. What do you expect? You think if these guys are resuming to work somewhere, maybe in a factory or this, they will now come to Corona Inquest and leave their job? No, that is their job. People should understand these things. That's their job. They might have a business by the side, like they might be traders and they have people working there. They might have a little small shop, factory where they produce, let's say, plastic water or what they call whatever water. They might have these little things. They might have a laundry business or whatever that they have people there. This is more like an hustle for them or something that they had learned. And someone comes to them to offer money. What do you expect? Someone comes to them to offer money, saying, don't worry, I'm going to foil your car to go to the inquest. Definitely you will take such assistance. You won't say no. What is your stand on justice first? Let me know as a human being. And it is this same, I keep connecting spiritual things to it. It's the same thing. Some spirits appear to certain persons and they think this is a spirit, the spirit of light and truth. And they take in that spirit to instruct them. Then later they realize, some don't even realize they have already been covenanted. So that is what is happening here. This man had gone on the ground from DM to DM. Those that are speaking for justice for Mohbad, he will offer them assistance, offer them money. Don't worry, I'll take care of this. I've given this person money. I've given that person money. It's the same way the devil comes. These spirits come. They will say, what is wrong with you? Do you know that pastor? That one. Yes, the popular one. I'm the one that gave them power. Don't worry. And you'll be like, really? Wow. So I'm here for nothing. So I'm here fooling myself. Really? Seriously? This is what has happened. So this man found a way to connect to all of these people and they took money. Money can be very tempting. They took a lot of money. They kept taking money. Then slowly, certain persons listened to the man. Of course, just like how devil will have his own disciples. They started stopping justice for Mohbad, stopping to talk about it. They started fighting against Mohbad's father. They started becoming disruptive. They started selling information here and there. They started using tactics here and there. Some started manipulating the whole thing. Some that felt that they could not outrightly betray justice for Mohbad, they found another way. They found different ways, several ways. But here we are, still on justice for Mohbad. We will not be bought. We will not be bought. We will report it all. We will report it all. We will not be bought. And we will dig deep, diligently, as we should, on this journey of justice for Mohbad. Without any favoritism, without, selling our conscience. We will not, on this journey of justice. We will stand our ground, firm, strong. We will not allow ourselves to be deterred. Not by anybody. Not at all. Can you imagine what's happening? Can you imagine what's happening? Many people that you have applauded, do you know that some of them even went to the DM? Not because these people are the ones that will decide what justice for Mohbad will be. Like, they will be the one in court. But they can be dangerous just the same way we never knew or never suspected or we did not see how the quick action of Wunmi to cover her tracks could affect the journey of justice for Mohbad. Can you imagine how the refusal of the police to give Mohbad's father the document needed to put Mohbad in the morgue caused Mohbad's father to put Mohbad under the soil, thereby giving the so-called pathologists excuses that they could not drain this liquid, fluid, that and that? That's what I'm talking about. Do you know what a little fly can do to a machine that is 1 million bigger than it? That's what we are saying. It's a serious issue, a very serious one at that. I don't know what you guys think of this whole thing. This drama is unfolding. I'll be keeping you guys abreast, back to back on it, so we'll know what we are heading towards, because we are hearing that they are mentioning Mohbad's father too. Oh, Mohbad's father, and Mohbad's father too. Are we going to say that Mohbad's father too this and that? We will get there. We will get there.